The Middle East stands as a timeless crucible, a land where the very foundations of human civilization were laid. For millennia, it has been a nexus of empires, a birthplace of profound faiths, and a stage for relentless conflict. Its history is not merely a chronicle of events, but a living tapestry woven with threads of innovation, devotion, and struggle. This region has witnessed the rise and fall of countless powers, each leaving an indelible mark on its landscape and its people. From ancient kingdoms to modern nation-states, the echoes of past conflicts and triumphs continue to resonate. They shape identities, fuel aspirations, and define the geopolitical landscape of today. Our journey begins in Mesopotamia, the fabled land between rivers, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates. Here, the Sumerians, a people of extraordinary ingenuity, built the world's first cities. Their urban centers, like Uruk and Ur, were vibrant hubs of commerce, culture, and governance. These early societies pioneered innovations that transformed human existence. They developed cuneiform, the earliest known system of writing, and codified laws that governed complex societies. Their organized governance laid the groundwork for future states and empires. This fertile crescent, a crescent-shaped region of arable land, became a cradle of innovation and intense rivalry. Its rich soil and strategic location fostered both unprecedented growth and constant competition. Successive empires rose and fell, each vying for dominance over this vital territory. The Akkadians, under Sargon the Great, forged the first empire in history, uniting disparate city-states. They were followed by the Babylonians, who gave us Hammurabi's Code, and the formidable Assyrians, renowned for their military might and vast administrative networks. Each left a legacy of power and progress. Beyond Mesopotamia, other powers emerged, shaping the broader region. The Phoenicians, master mariners, and traders navigated the Mediterranean, establishing colonies and connecting distant lands. Their most enduring gift to humanity was the alphabet, a revolutionary system of writing that simplified communication and spread literacy. Then came the Persian Empire, a vast and unprecedented dominion under Cyrus the Great. He unified diverse peoples and territories, stretching from the Aegean Sea to the Indus Valley, under a benevolent and efficient administration. This empire fostered a period of remarkable stability and cultural exchange. However, this grand Persian edifice was shattered by the arrival of Alexander the Great. His lightning campaign swept across the Middle East, dismantling the Achaemenid dynasty. Alexander's conquests initiated a profound spread of Hellenistic culture, blending Greek influences with local traditions. This brief but intense period saw an unprecedented East-West cultural exchange, leaving a lasting imprint on art, philosophy, and governance. Following Alexander's death, his empire fragmented, leading to the rise of successor Hellenistic kingdoms. These kingdoms continued to shape the region for centuries. Eventually, the Roman Empire inherited the crossroads of the Middle East, establishing provinces and extending its vast administrative reach. Roman legions patrolled ancient trade routes, and Roman law governed diverse populations. Their presence further integrated the region into a broader Mediterranean world. Amidst these imperial shifts, a transformative religious force began to emerge: Christianity. Born in the heart of the Middle East, its message of salvation and universal love spread rapidly. It challenged existing social orders and eventually became the dominant faith across much of the Roman Empire. The 7th century witnessed a seismic shift with the advent of Islam, a unifying faith that would reshape the Middle East and beyond. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, emphasizing one God, justice, and unity, resonated deeply with the peoples of the Arabian Peninsula. This new faith provided a powerful spiritual and social framework. Following Muhammad's passing in 632 AD, the nascent Islamic Empire embarked on a period of astonishingly rapid expansion. Within a century, its armies had swept across North Africa, the Levant, Persia, and into Central Asia and Europe. This created a vast new civilization stretching from Spain to India. At the heart of this burgeoning empire lay the Abbasid Caliphate, which established its capital in Baghdad. This city became a beacon of learning and culture, ushering in a golden age of scholarship, science, and art. Scholars preserved and advanced ancient knowledge, making groundbreaking contributions in mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. However, this golden age was not immune to external pressures and internal fragmentation. From the west, the Crusades brought waves of European invaders seeking to reclaim holy lands. These conflicts, though ultimately unsuccessful in their long-term goals, left a legacy of mistrust and violence. From the east, the Mongol invasions unleashed a devastating force that swept across Asia and into the Middle East. In 1258 AD, the Mongol hordes sacked Baghdad, bringing an end to the Abbasid Caliphate and marking a profound turning point in Islamic history. The destruction was immense, and the political landscape was irrevocably altered. From the ashes of the Mongol devastation and the decline of various regional powers, a new colossus emerged, the Ottoman Empire. After the conquest of Constantinople in 1453 AD, the Ottomans rapidly expanded their dominion. They established themselves as the dominant power across vast territories, including much of the Middle East, North Africa, and southeastern Europe. For centuries, the Ottoman Empire shaped the region, imposing its administrative structures, legal systems, and cultural norms. Its long reign brought a degree of stability and continuity to diverse populations. The empire became a formidable force on the global stage, a major player in European and Asian affairs. Concurrently in Persia, the Safavid dynasty rose to prominence, establishing a powerful and distinct state. Crucially, the Safavids declared Shia Islam as their official state religion. This decision created a lasting sectarian divide between the predominantly Sunni Ottoman Empire and the Shia Safavid state. This Shia-Sunni schism, solidified by centuries of political and theological rivalry, continues to influence regional dynamics to this day. It became a fundamental fault line, shaping alliances, conflicts, and identities across the Middle East. The legacy of this historical division remains profoundly relevant. By the 19th century, the once mighty Ottoman Empire began to weaken, earning the moniker the sick man of Europe. Internal decay, technological stagnation, and external pressures from European powers chipped away at its vast territories. Nationalist movements within its diverse populations also contributed to its decline. Following World War I, the victorious European powers, notably Britain and France, carved up the remaining Ottoman territories. The Sykes-Picot Agreement, a secret wartime pact, arbitrarily drew new borders, often disregarding existing ethnic and sectarian lines. This act sowed the seeds of future conflicts, creating artificial states and unresolved grievances that persist to this day. The 20th century brought new forces that profoundly reshaped the Middle East. The discovery of vast oil reserves transformed the region's economic and geopolitical significance overnight. This new wealth attracted global attention and intervention, making the Middle East a focal point of international power struggles. Alongside the scramble for resources, powerful nationalist movements began to emerge across the region. Peoples long under Ottoman or European colonial rule sought self-determination and independent nation-states. This era saw the birth of modern Arab states, Turkey and Iran. A pivotal and deeply contentious event was the creation of Israel in 1948. This act, intended to provide a homeland for the Jewish people, ignited a series of wars with neighboring Arab states. It also led to the enduring Palestinian refugee crisis, a humanitarian and political challenge that continues to define the region. The latter half of the century witnessed revolutionary movements that challenged existing orders. Iran's 1979 revolution, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, overthrew the monarchy and established an Islamic theocracy. This event sent shockwaves across the Middle East, inspiring similar movements and altering regional power dynamics. The region became a hotbed of major conflicts. The Iran-Iraq War, a brutal and protracted conflict in the 1980s, claimed millions of lives and devastated both nations. It was a proxy battleground for broader ideological and geopolitical rivalries. Later, Saddam Hussein's invasion of Kuwait in 1990 triggered the First Gulf War. This conflict drew significant international intervention, highlighting the region's strategic importance and the global reliance on its oil supplies. It marked a new era of external military involvement. The United States, increasingly reliant on Middle Eastern oil and concerned about regional stability, became deeply involved. This involvement culminated dramatically with the 9/11 attacks in 2001, perpetrated by Al-Qaeda, a group with roots in the region. These attacks fundamentally reshaped U.S. foreign policy. The post-9/11 era saw the U.S. launch wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, aiming to dismantle terrorist networks and promote democracy. These interventions, however, often led to unforeseen consequences, destabilizing already fragile states and fueling new cycles of violence and extremism. Today, the Middle East remains a region defined by continued conflicts and sectarian chaos. Civil wars, proxy battles, and internal insurgencies plague several nations. The legacy of historical grievances and external interventions continues to manifest in widespread instability. The rise and fall of ISIS, a brutal extremist organization, demonstrated the enduring power of radical ideologies and the fragility of state structures. Though militarily defeated, its ideology persists, and its impact on regional stability remains profound. The fight against extremism continues on multiple fronts. A complex struggle for power unfolds among regional actors, each vying for influence and security. Iran, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia, among others, engage in a geopolitical chess match, often through proxy conflicts. Their rivalries further complicate efforts to achieve lasting peace. The region grapples with enduring questions of identity, governance, and its future shaping. How can diverse populations forge common national identities? What forms of governance can provide stability and prosperity? These are challenges that resonate deeply within each society. The story of the Middle East is far from over. It is still being written by its people, its leaders, and the forces that shape its destiny. Its past is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, but its future remains a profound and urgent question for the world.